Hello everybody, Jeffrey Wolf here with, you guessed it, DNF Duel. I talked about this game in my last video and I gotta say I am enjoying this beta. What I want to do in this video though is something I haven't seen in a lot of other videos, something super basic. Just how do you change your controls? And also, what do the controls mean? So you can change your controls on this starter screen. There's not a lot to do in this game because it is just a beta. But if you hit settings, you get these options, and then of course you can go to button settings. The other way you can change your buttons is once you're in an actual match and you're walking around the little room, you can also hit start or options there and pull it up. But some information about what these buttons are. Standard A is basically a light attack. You're normally going to be doing 2 light attacks, so hit confirm into combos. Standard B attacks like a medium attack. You'll often do 2 light attacks into your then B attack, usually as a crouching attack. Skill attacks and MP skill attacks, these are basically your special moves in this game. This game is a directional input game, at least for skill attacks, and by that I mean you have 4 different skill attacks, 1 neutral, 1 pressing forward in skill attack, down in skill attack, another with back skill attack. You'll be using skill attacks within your combos. Now none of these attacks destroy white health. I'll be showing more about that in later videos. But the MP skill attack, this is the one that takes meter. This is sort of like true special moves, if you will. This is going to be same thing for, you've got 1 at neutral, got 1 at forward, down, and back. Now there can be others as well, jumping skill attacks, jumping MP skill attacks, so those exist too, but this is what's going to consume your meter. Also, when you hit somebody with an MP skill attack, that destroys their white health. So it's really important to finish your combos with MP skill attacks unless you're going for O-key setups, which of course can be worthwhile. Now you can also do full motions for the MP skill attacks. You can do fireball for your forward one, you can do dragon punch for your down one, like a DP, forward, down, forward, and then backwards fireball, back is down and back. So there are directional inputs for certain MP skill attacks. I don't know yet if they definitely do more damage or take less MP skill. I hope it does, because this game feels very much like easy to pick up but maybe harder to master, and if they can hit that balance, I mean, it's going to be crazy popular because the game is beautiful, the netcode is insane. I mean, as long as there's some depth to it as well, which it does seem like there is, I really think this game could do quite well. Grab is going to be either 2 buttons, light and medium, or a button you map it to. Conversion is where you convert white health into a cancel. If you played Marvel vs. Capcom, it's like X Factor, where you do the X Factor, freeze, I'm talking MVC3, and then you can continue a combo. This opens up a lot of other combo paths at the expense, of course, your health, so it is a trade-off. Guard attack, hey, MK fans, you got a block button. So yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty easy translation if you played a lot of MK moving to this game, which I think is smart. They really do it both ways. You can block by holding back or by holding guard. Everybody, though, is going to be pressing the guard button with forward and guard, because every character has a roll that's invincible or a special dash that's invincible that is really important to get in, especially if you're not a projectile character. Last but not least, awakening move. This game has a couple really interesting comeback mechanics. Perhaps the most obvious, though, is much like Fatal Blow and MK, or like Ultra in Street Fighter 4. Once you've taken a lot of damage, it's going to open up the possibility for you to do a big special move. You get to do them 1 per round, so you do get more of them than you would get with Fatal Blows and MK. And before anyone's like, that's broken, when you get low in health, your character has a special ability. For instance, the Berserker, every time he hits you, he actually steals your health. So if you use your awakening move, you lose that special quality that your character then has. So I think it's pretty awesome because it's this trade-off of, do you want to use your awakening move in, say, a combo, or do you want to use it to retain, or not use it to retain your ability? One last thing with awakening moves, there is no invulnerability on these, at least not in any characters I've seen, which I like. A lot of people's complaints about Fatal Blow and MK is people just like throwing them out, whatever, and then getting them back and throwing them out again. That is not the way this works. Yes, you do get them each round, but you only get them once each round. And like I said, no invincibility, so you're not just going to be spamming it. And it's that trade-off. So those are the basics of the buttons as well as where to edit them. Hope this has helped. More to come.